romantic. So for that reason, I love it, even though I am personally impressively bad at it. It's okay. All right. I would be too powerful if I was also good at cooking. Do you understand what a threat I would be to all of you, to the world, if I knew how to cook? Count your lucky stars is all I'm saying. And every time I have a crush, I have this deep urge to cook for them, despite how, like, honestly trash I am at cooking. I'm just, you know, we're putting it all out on the table. And when someone offers to cook for me, like, that's a turn on. Is it not? It is. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't have a crush right now. I wish I did, because crushes are fun. And this is like the coziest, most cutesy time of the year. And a crush in the fall is everything to me. Always will be. I'm a romantic at heart, baby. What can I say? But despite not having a crush or anyone to give my romantic energy to besides myself, I am feeling incredibly thankful for my life in New York and just very content with myself right now and all of the alone time I have and what it's taught me at times against my will. So today, I just want to cook a nice, warm, romantic fall dinner for myself and have a little solo date night. Even though I'm bad at cooking. It's okay. It's the effort that counts. Because if nothing else, I have a crush on myself. And she deserves to have dinner made for her, okay? She's cute and sexy and gorgeous and funny and smart. So she deserves to have dinner. So that's what we're gonna do. Before I get into the cooking, I wanna introduce the sponsor of today's video, which is our friends over at Beducated. Over here at Maddie Dragsbaek Enterprises, we are big fans of Beducated. But for those of you that are new here, Beducated is an online course platform with audio, video, and written guides, all with the intention of enhancing your love and sex life. Basically, long story short, it is the sex ed that you wish you had but never got. It's a platform full of courses that answer quite literally any sex question you've ever had in your life. It allows you to explore your fantasies deeper, get more confident in the bedroom, and get closer to yourself sexually, which is what we love over here. They just launched this new course called the Back to Your Body course, which I'm so excited to dive into this, and I think a lot of you guys are gonna be interested in this one too. It's basically a course all about what might drag us out of our bodies during sex and how to better reconnect with ourselves during sex so that we can be having enjoyable sexual experiences that totally fill us up and engage all of our senses. So what you'll learn in this course is what drags us out of our bodies during sex, some tools to tune back into our bodies, techniques for experiencing sex with all of our five senses, and how to enjoy sex with a mindful presence. It brings me such joy and comfort to know that content like this is being produced and made available to people. And I feel so inspired by the work that they're doing over on Beducated, the conversations that they're starting over there. And, you know, not only do they have courses like this that hit on more internal and emotional aspects to sex, but they also have courses on blowjobs, threesomes, sex acts, so that you can learn about that as well. And of course, I have a code, so you can use code Maddie for 40% off the yearly pass. So that ends up being around $10 a month or $120 a year for full access to all of the courses in the Beducated library. I seriously can't recommend them enough. You guys know how near and dear Beducated is to my heart. I'm gonna have all their links in the description down below, and thank you again to Beducated for sponsoring today's video. So I really wanna make a French onion soup because that's one of my favorite nice warm fall soups, and it seems easy enough, so we're gonna do that. I'm also gonna make a little side salad to start, and I do have a dessert pre-prepared for me. So we have the whole works going on right now. A red wine would pair better with this meal, but I am so off of red wine right now, so I'm drinking this rosé instead. Because at the end of the day, does it really matter if items pair well together? I'm sort of anti items pairing well together. Because like red wine might pair better, but I personally am gonna like the rosé better either way. So I don't need to have an Academy Award winning pairing with my dinner, okay? I'm here by myself in my apartment. There are no rules. I've made French onion soup before, but it was a long time ago, and I can't tell you if it was great or not. But it's like, how hard could it be? It's really just like broth and onions, and then bread with some cheese. I am gonna try to make it for just one person though. So we're doing like a fraction of the ingredients all around because there's no one else here. Just me, myself, and I, baby. So the first step here is going to be caramelizing my onions. I need to melt the butter in a saucepan over medium heat, adding the onions, garlic, thyme, salt, and pepper, and cook until the onions are soft and caramelized, about 25 minutes. Let's get into it. I feel like maybe the biggest sign that you're a bad cook is if your grocery store of choice is Trader Joe's. And that might be a controversial thing to say, but I am a seeker of truth in all forms, baby. I'm brave as fuck, so I'm gonna say it. Like, the reason why I shop at Trader Joe's is because it is a great grocery store for people who don't know how to cook. Or it's not even that I don't know how to cook. Because, like, you know, I can follow a recipe. Fine. It's just never delicious. And I am a lover of delicious things. I've been watching a horror movie every single night in October. It's been going great. Been talking about it on my podcast. And last night I watched The Love Witch. And in The Love Witch, there's this scene where she meets this guy and, like, immediately seduces him. And they go to this house that he has in the woods. It's like his little vacation home in the woods. And she cooks him dinner. She's super hot and she's very seductive. But on top of that, she has given this man a love potion. She is cooking him dinner, whole works. They're sitting on the ground, eating at a coffee table. It's very cute. Candlesticks, glass of wine. Ugh! So romantic. And basically, as the love potion that she gave him starts to kick in, he starts to feel such intense emotions towards her, Elaine, that he, like, can't even handle himself. He's, like, sobbing, breaking down. Like, he has no idea how to process the emotions that she summoned up in him via this little love potion of hers. So much so that over the course of the night, they have sex, have their little moment. It's great. It's a great little romantic getaway. And he feels so intensely for her that he dies of heart failure. I love that. I love that, like, rest in peace. Oh, like that energy of, like, I am gonna seduce you and take you home and cook you this big romantic dinner, and you're slowly falling so head over heels in love with me that you're going to die because you love me so much. That's the fall energy that I'm looking for. I gave it a 4.5 stars. I loved it. 35mm film. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's corny. I loved it. All right, the onions have been caramelized, so now I have to add in a 1/4 cup of red wine, bring it to a boil, reduce the heat and simmer until the wine has evaporated, then sprinkle some flour over the onions and stir. Reduce the heat to medium-low and cook for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally so the flour doesn't burn. Lucky for me, I had these little half bottles of red wine sitting around, so I did not have to open up a full bottle. Would you look at that? All right, while I wait 10 minutes for the onions to be ready for the broth, I'm gonna prep the bread and the cheese that go over the top. I don't have any broiler safe bowls, so I'm just gonna make the bread with melted cheese first, and then I'm just gonna put it in the bowl and pour the soup on top of it to get the bread nice and moist and whatever. So we're doing it a little bit backwards, but that's what we're gonna do. Earlier this year, I was talking to this guy who was super into cooking. And one night we were texting, talking about what we were going to have for dinner. I was talking about how I was going to order delivery. I was still deciding what I was going to eat. And he offered to cook me something special and then come drop it off at my house like delivery so I wouldn't have to order anything. It was a really sweet gesture. It was very cute. It was very romantic. I did not accept it because I just didn't know him that well, so I didn't want to give him my address. But it was sweet. In the right context, with the right person, I would love that. Don't order delivery. You're too sexy to order delivery. Let me deliver you a home-cooked meal right now. And he's not like some random dude that like doesn't know how to cook, right? Like he was like chefing it up and shit. So it was a nice gesture. Sometimes I'm like, damn, should I have taken him up on that? He was a very normal guy. Obviously nothing ended up happening, but shout out to him. I hope that he's cooking somebody out there a nice little romantic dinner. I really hope that what I'm doing right now with these onions is correct. It looks correct. It feels correct. It could not be. It smells delicious in here. I can tell you that. Onions are ready. So now it is time to go in with my broth. I'm going to be adding 2 cups of beef broth. The recipe does tell me to use chicken broth, but they were out of chicken broth at Trader Joe's. So beef broth it is. Though I do think that normally French onion soup recipes use beef broth, but whatever mom wrote this recipe was like, I don't like the beef broth because the store-bought beef broth always tastes bad, so use chicken broth instead. So I was just gonna follow her lead on that one, but yeah, the chicken broth is sold out, so beef broth it is, baby. All right, while I wait for the soup to finish up, I'm going to make myself a little starter salad. So it's just gonna be a nice little arugula salad. I have tomato, feta, olives, and then a little bit of Italian dressing. There's this amazing playlist on Spotify that I love listening to when I'm cooking. I didn't make it. I wish I did, because it's that beautiful and gorgeous. God, it smells so good inside my apartment right now. I wish more than anything that I could transport scents through the screen. All right, I don't even know where to start. Let me try my salad first. My little starter, my 3-course meal. A little bite of everything. Killed this. Love to see it. All right, moving on. Let's see how this tastes. I just gotta get in. I can't even wait. Let's taste the soup itself. I'm scared. Fucking Christ almighty. Okay. Guys, I can't even lie. I fucked it. It's so salty. Like, I can't even. That doesn't even taste like French onion soup. What did I do? Oh God, I can't even take another bite. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm not even gonna pretend that I like that. That tastes so bad. Well, you know, it was more about the experience of cooking. That's like grounds for a breakup. I can't even believe how untalented I am. At least the salad was all right. But what the hell? What the fuck is that? Well, I guess thank God I don't have a crush. It was a blessing in disguise and we didn't even know it, because if I had a crush, then I would actually be cooking for someone in this video. Maybe they would think it was endearing that I'm this bad. Oh my God. Do you think they would lie to me? I would prefer that they didn't. Like, if I cooked this for someone and they took a bite, I would so prefer them to be like, Maddie, I love you. You're so sexy and gorgeous. Let's just order pizza. I would so prefer that, because the thought of someone eating my shit food and then sitting there and pretending it tastes good, and then just in the back of their minds being like, oh God. Or like they go and tell their friends, God forbid they go and tell their friends. They're like, yeah, it was very sweet of her, but it tasted so bad. God, I would rather you just tell me. Just tell me that it tastes awful and that you find it cute and funny and endearing that I tried. Just stick me with breakfast. I make a mean breakfast. Bacon, egg, and cheeses, I make some of the best in the game. I'll come out and say it. Avocado toast, divine. I make an incredible avocado toast. I'm killing it in the breakfast department. I can make a mean breakfast. So maybe what I'm learning is I should stick to that. Okay, but you know what? We still have dessert, and dessert is pre-made. So I can't fuck this up because I didn't make it. So let's just eat out of order tonight. Let's eat dessert first, a palate cleanser, and then I'm going to order delivery. All right. I bought a little frozen cheesecake from Trader Joe's, so it'd be pretty hard for that to be fucked up. And I actually do feel like my rosé cider is the correct pairing with this. Did I accidentally manifest eating cheesecake for dinner? All jokes aside, nights like these are actually some of my favorites. Just sitting at home, attempting to cook something, trying something new, and just taking time to really spend quality alone time with myself. I know I say it all the time, but dating yourself, doing little romantic gestures for yourself makes such a huge difference in like your day-to-day life enjoyment and your relationship with yourself. I try to do little things like this all the time. Obviously, I'm not cooking an extravagant 3-course meal for myself every night of the week because, I mean, Lord knows I actually shouldn't do that. I'm not good at it. But listen, I'm always taking myself out. I'll go sit at a coffee shop. I'll order a gorgeous little pastry, find somewhere nice to sit and just look somewhere pretty and read my book, journal. I'll get myself a cozy little setup so that I can really focus and read my book or meditate, taking 15 minutes in the morning just to let my mind refresh. I'm such a romantic. I've spent, so much of my life dreaming of all of these cute little moments and date ideas and saving them inside my head for when I had a partner. Because it would just be so cute. It would be so sweet. This would be a great place to take someone on a date. This would be such a cool vacation spot. It would be so romantic to be here with a partner. I'm going to save that in the back of my head for when someday I do. And I'm glad I don't save those things anymore. I'm glad that I am now in a space in my life where I get to reroute my romantic tendencies towards myself. When I see something that's like, oh, that's so cute, that's so romantic, I'm like, let's go there next weekend. Just me. And someday, if I have a partner, we can do it again. And it'll be double the romance. So anyways, this is your sign to do something nice and romantic for yourself. To have a little night in, just you and you, and celebrate your alone time. Celebrate your relationship with yourself. I think it is so important to have full, lively, beautiful internal relationships with ourselves. And I think that putting effort into that, there's always going to be a reward. Next time you have a cute little idea inside your head, you don't have to save it for whenever you're in a relationship. You can take it and use it specifically on yourself. Also, if you're in a relationship, you should still be taking time to be romantic towards yourself. Do that one-on-one time. Save some of your ideas just for yourself. Do it twice, like I said earlier. But I don't think there should ever come a time where you're not also romancing yourself. How fun is this? Cheers to being single. Cheers to having romantic little dinners just for yourself, even when you're bad at them, for trying new things, for doing things even when you are bad at them, when you know you're bad at them, and for prioritizing your damn self no matter what. Cheers, honey buns. I don't know why I said that. I just looked at mango and then I said honey buns like I'm fucking Paige from Love Island. Oh my God. Turn off the cameras. Cut the cameras. Dead ass. Thanks for my dinner dates for the night. This was fun. I had a fun little time. If you want to see more of me throughout the week, I do a podcast called Emotionally Online every Wednesday. It's available on all streaming platforms, and there's a video version on YouTube as well if you go to the Emotionally Online Podcast YouTube channel. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.